I can show the facts early. Because when the documentary and everything, the story come out, I'm going to show everything.
Fantastic.
I'm going to get all the people that know and all the people that's in the inside. He got people that the inside of him. What? I don't about that.
I'm not a Fury.
I don't about it. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him.
Fair enough.
The you talking about?
I'm out too. Man, I'm out too.
What happened there wasn't right.
You told you don't bring it up, but you
Come on. It's on schedule. I had to ask a
Yeah,
question.
but you-
What about Fury?
told you.
Everyone else can ask him. Reno asked. Why can't I ask him? Derek, sit down. Come on. I waited for you for half an hour. Don't be a
Welcome guys, my name is Joshua and Dewisi. Alright, so reaction to this interview Outburst by Deontay Wilder. I'm not going to talk about the interview, but I just want to talk about the mindset of Deontay Wilder. Generally, not about this interview as a whole, but the level at which Deontay Wilder is operating right now is a bit dangerous for his career. If he still wants to maintain any career in boxing, he needs to clear his head. I can see a man who's been hurt. I can see a man whose ego has been put in danger. I can see a man whose horror has been taken away from him. I can see a man whose identity has been taken away from him by Tyson Fury, who was one of the fighters he had an issue with, especially because he was being beaten by Tyson Fury 3 times in a row. I had a draw with him in the first fight, which I think actually won that fight. Second fight, he was stopped. Deontay Wilder gave excuses upon excuses why he thought Tyson Fury didn't win him. He came up with several things such as spiking of his drink, his corner stopping him too early, his corner taking bribes from Tyson Fury or from boxing world, talking about Tyson Fury's glove being tampered with, talking about his regalia, too heavy and it has killed his leg before the fight, before he got into the ring. Made a lot of excuses, reason why he lost this fight. Do you know why? Because this man was ruling the entire heavyweight at that point in time. He was knocking off everyone's head. He was cracking everybody's jaw and believed that he wouldn't find it difficult to crack Tyson Fury, but he was able to land his right hand on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury stood up and continued fighting. Tyson Fury had to stop him in the second fight and the third fight. Now, Deontay Wilder is yet to hear from this ideology, and that is the reason why he is right now. He needs to clear his head. He should stop the race card he's looking up every time. It has nothing to do with racing. Sincerely speaking, I think Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder fair and square. Now, his meltdown wasn't about Simon Jordan of Talksport. No, it wasn't about boxing as a whole. No, it was about Tyson Fury. Now, the 3 fights made him to become what he is right now. Like I said, Fury didn't just beat him, he fractured his ego, he fractured his aura, he exposed his limitations, he took his identity. After the Fury's third fight, Deontay Wilder became just an ordinary fighter, and everyone think they can have a crack on him. And certainly speaking, they have been cracking Deontay Wilder. But this was Deontay Wilder who was like the biggest guy in the heavyweight division. This was Deontay Wilder that I was even scared of Anthony Joshua fighting him, because I thought he would crack Anthony Joshua's chin. Now, everybody seemed to fancy their chances on Deontay Wilder. Now, let's be clear. I can't fault his claim about fraud in boxing. Of course, there are fraud everywhere, especially in boxing. But here's the problem. He spoke with pain, not strategy or evidence. If you have evidence against this man that he cheated, actually, bring them up. Bring them up now. Don't wait for him to sue you as you're asking that he should sue you. He's not going to sue you. I am not a big fan of Tyson Fury, but I love his boxing. I don't like him so much because of his antics on and off the ring. I don't like Tyson Fury's way of life sometimes. The way he talks down on people, the way He uses foul languages and all that, use F words everywhere. I don't like those things, but I love the way this guy moves in the boxing ring. I love the way this guy cracks people down. I like his footwork. I like his head movement. I love his feintings and everything. Yeah, he's a massive fighter, and he beat Joe. Deontay Wilder knows to take this as a pinch of salt and swallow it and move on with his career. That's what he has to do. That is what champions do. Rather than talking about things that are not in existence, you said you've got some evidence. Bring them up. Let's see it. Let everyone think about it. Let everyone, check this evidence that you have, and then let's see if the boxing world is going to do anything about it or not. So bring them up and stop whining. You're a champion, man. Stop making yourself look like an ordinary person. I felt really embarrassed by his action, during that interview. And again, for Emma Jordan, he actually didn't help the situation at all. Instead of extracting insight, he became quite confrontational, which is actually not the right thing for him to do at that point in time. A great interviewer will control the room, but Jordan allowed the room to control him. If he says, I don't want to talk about it, respect his opinion, respect his decision, and don't go further with this. He didn't incite him, maybe intentionally, but he cracked him up and made him to do what he shouldn't have done. But yeah, that's part of the game. It's boxing game. So what does this mean for Deontay Wilder? If he carries this into Chisora's fight, he's in a deep shit. I can assure you, he will make mistakes, and Chisora feeds on chaos. So if Deontay Wilder wants to win this fight, which I think he should win, he has what it takes to win Chisora, because he still got that right hand. And Chisora's chin seems to be sometimes now can be cracked. But so if Deontay Wilder can land cleanly on Chisora, he might be able to crack him up. But he needs to clear his head. He needs to he needs to chase one final blockbuster payday. Until he moves on his heavyweight future, I think he's in great danger. Tell me what you think in the comment section. See you guys in my next video. Thank you. Cheers.